I think very often you find love in places that you don't expect.
I tell everyone to find from Instagram. Then you know he's not a creep. Like your friend follow him You got some mutual friend. How can he be a creep?
Ui, Peter follow him. How
He's not a catfish.
But I think most important is actually the conversation. The intention has to be still clear. I think the real conversation starter is where things start happening.
We're just figuring it out.
Hello and welcome back to Figuring It Out. My name is Melody.
My name is Graeme.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Nicole.
Okay, so today we'll be doing another episode of Yep and Chill.
Yeah.
We have a special guest.
Peter!
Yay! I thought the guest is the pain.
Okay, to give some context, we're actually painting coasters. So which is why I have like 4 coasters here and some references in case we don't really know what to paint. And today's topic will be surrounding the topic of relationship.
Oh, love.
Kind of like sip and spill today.
Yes.
A little bit
GR.
because of that episode we had that day. You're like, oh, if you guys want to talk about relationships, leave the comments down below. And I was shocked. There's so many comments about relationships.
It's a big part of adulting, you.
Correct.
I didn't really realize that it was. So then I was like, hey, actually,
You didn't realize that it was?
yeah, because it wasn't my priority. I was like, it's okay.
Good.
So then when I asked around, everyone was like, we want relationships, even in our office. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just a me problem. So then,
No lah, cannot say like that. Cannot say like that.
She's just here to work.
yeah, just have to work.
Maybe she's disappointed mankind.
Sometimes. So I've curated some questions with our producer.
Okay.
And he'll be handling us all of the questions.
Okay.
And we'll answer as we go while we
Nice.
paint.
Okay, talk us through this. I'm so scared.
Okay, don't need to be scared. Like, treat it like kindergarten art class.
Okay.
I'm excited already.
Okay.
You may be wondering why it's so big.
Very big.
Let me explain why it's so big.
It's a what? It's a coaster or what?
For me, put my pot.
So what happened was, when I was buying these coasters online, I was like, wow, perfect. I look at the size, it's like 16 cm. Should be this size. Then after that,
16 cm this size.
well, then when I bought it, I was like, hey, why they gave me the wrong size?
Maybe you need ruler, bro. Not relationship. Ruler.
Not related at all. Not related at all. This is how I find 15 cm.
See?
Because I know, because last time when I was young, you know the ruler, 15 cm, I like to do this, then I know this is 15. So when I go to IKEA or whatever, the website, I literally just do this. It's agak-agak one. This is 30 cm.
Okay, about.
Next time 15 cm like this, then you just 7 or this 7.
Oh, that's very true. Not like that, 7.
Yeah, so basically I bought the wrong size and
No, it's the right one because it's the one that we're using.
yeah,
Cannot say wrong, oh lah, siao yo.
but it's okay.
Oh,
We
Graeme
get to
very
paint
encouraging,
more.
huh?
So you guys can pick out, or if you're feeling extra creative, you can just free.
Okay, freestyle.
I will draw your face today.
Huh?
Wow.
Wow, artist Nicole. Okay,
very good.
let's
Can
start
start
with
out.
the first question. Okay, I'll read the question after we open this.
Okay.
I think I'll paint my own tattoo.
Huh?
招财猫.
Actually, I need help. Okay, the first question is very short. Where do people even find love these days?
Okay.
Ooh.
Tinder.
I think you can start.
More like I actually found my boyfriend from Instagram one.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Everyone tells me Tinder sucks. So I just scroll Instagram, I go to my friends' followings, and then I see which one lang zai, then I follow.
What?
Then I just wait for them to message me. It's much better than Tinder.
Really? Oh, so you actually followed Sean, and then after he messaged, he DM you after that?
Correct.
No shit.
I tell everyone to find from Instagram. Then you know he's not a creep. Like your friend follow him You got some mutual friend. How can he be a creep?
Ui, Peter follow him. How
He's not a catfish. Yeah,
that's very
100%
smart,
recommend.
Oh, go to your friend and see who follow them, who they follow,
Yes.
and then after that you...
You vet through the background
Correct.
check already.
Yes, then anything you ask your friend, who is this fella?
Wow.
That's
Is he like, is he nice?
But what if I follow already and they don't want to DM?
Never mind, there's so many.
Yeah.
Then you just follow a new one.
You don't go and follow like Hugh Jackman after yours. You see your friend follow Hugh Jackman, they follow Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I
or
don't
like
think
JJ
he'll
Lin,
follow-
you know,
yeah,
that kind of
I
thing,
don't
right?
think he'll follow you.
he won't slide into your DM lah.
That's why I know lah. I'm not this stupid. Okay, what about you guys?
I met my wife in church. I think that's a good place to find your life partner. Reason being, I think it's very important to find someone with the same value as well. And I think church, usually, more often than not, you will get people who have the same value or the same belief as you, and that's crucial for me in a relationship.
If, let's say, we don't find people with the same values or belief, do you think it'll work out?
I think you need a little bit more hard work. I feel like when it comes to a relationship, it's not, love is just what kick-started it. The attraction, of course, has to be there. But I think what's more important is hard work and putting effort into it. And to do that for someone who has totally different belief or value as you, I think it would take a lot of you to do it. And it depends on person to person, I guess. But for me, I prefer it if someone has the same value as me. Then we start things off in a good spot.
So kind of find some common ground.
Yes, that's right. But of course, it's not just common ground. It's more of like just getting to know them as a friend first before you even pursue something. Because I think if you, I shouldn't have started off with that. Guys, please don't go to church just to look for. Go to church for going to church. But if relationship happens, then yeah, praise God.
But there's a lot of people who actually go to church to look for girlfriend. Then.
Yes.
Yeah, not uncommon.
Why? I mean, aren't you supposed to go there for like faith and God? Why do people go there just to
I
look
guess
for a
it's
partner?
like priorities and what they want, and also maybe they know or they can find good girl or good guy.
I think also easier to start a conversation, right?
Correct.
Instead of like I walk up to the street and you, hey, hi, 美女, or you're a creep already.
What if I'm not a Christian per se, or I'm not a churchgoer?
No,
I have a different belief.
The church is not only for Christian, The church is actually made for non-believers. Why are we talking about faith already? The goal, think of the church as a hospital, right? Only sick people go to the hospital. So the church is for the sick, which are people who needs help, people who needs counsel, people who needs healing. That's what you go to church for. It's not that, I need to be a Christian in order to go to church. But to answer your question, yes, a lot of people go there to find life partner, but you don't have to be a Christian to go to church. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Then what about you, Peter? Where do you think we can find love?
Where? I think anywhere lah. Yeah, it's actually not that hard lah.
You see, when you're handsome, right, it's different.
No.
When you're handsome.
Yeah. I think maybe I'll correct myself again, right? I think depends on how you define love. If you want to find a wife, you want to find a life partner, I think it's way harder. But if you want to find a sudden spark to fall in love with, I don't think it's very hard.
Well, I believe most people are looking for the one or their soulmate.
So here's where I think, without diverting too much first, is I think it can happen anywhere. I think generally just people you spend a lot of time with, it makes it easier. I think very often you find love in places that you don't expect.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, if you go, like, let's say if you go to church just to look for love, or you come to the office because you hope that one day you can find a life partner in the office, you'll likely act like a creep already.
That's true.
Whether you're a guy or girl, you're likely act like a creep. So there's one thing about why people who are very Casanova tend to do well is because they don't care.
What does that mean?
Actually, I don't know what's Casanova.
Yeah, I was not
I never watched this movie.
People who are players
Oh.
people who are players actually, if you notice, right, a lot of players, whether it's a guy or girl, they just don't care. They don't care what you think about them. They will just come, go very near you, just touch you, or like.
Wait, that's harassment.
Yeah.
It'll depend. If the guy is very handsome, I've never seen it as a harassment.
Okay.
Most of the time, I notice.
Sorry, I just want to say this is real because recently I met up with a friend, right? And then she told me that recently she went on a date, and then the guy just hold her hand and just say, "Oh, so this is what it feels like to be your boyfriend."
Wow.
Ew,
Yeah.
that's
Then
a
I'm
bit.
No, so this is what I realized, right?
These people don't care.
They don't care one. And yes, I've seen like guys who are extremely handsome or girls who are very pretty. If they come very near you and go like, "Hey, Graeme,"
Yes, sorry, I'm married.
then okay, like Graeme will say I'm married lah. But like some other people will be like just, let's say if it's a girl, right? Like there are some very very good looking guys who like go closer and like touch. You're so into it, like okay. But if the guy, right, is just not handsome, right? Then sorry, that's called harassment.
Pretty privileged.
Yeah, it's pretty privileged. And that's real. Whether you like it or not,
it's
it
true,
is
it's
real.
true.
I mean, just walk into a club, you'll see that all the time, right?
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. No. But on the other hand, I think the thing is just about being open. Don't think about looking for a partner.
Correct.
But rather just think about building relationship and making friends.
I see.
And it is out of the friendship that will grow, right? I think it's very common, especially when I see girls fall in love. Very often it is like this person is just there as a friend.
Yeah.
But you cannot be two friends until you cannot friend zone. That's another kind of thing.
Yeah, I think intention is very important. You cannot just go into it like, damn, I want you to be my girl. Cannot.
Yeah.
Intention is super, super important. And building that friendship, starting off in a same base is very important as well. And I think more often people ask like, oh, how do I know if this person is the one? I guess the better question for that is, how can you make sure that you are the one for the other person?
Yep.
And yeah, especially for guys, if you're watching this, please, you're not that hot stuff lah. Please get yourself
Then how do you
together.
guys make sure that you guys were the one for your soulmate? Like
That's
how,
a
do you
good
get
question.
there?
You mean my wife? Soulmate? Yeah. So I got married to my wife after 3 months of getting together.
Ui.
I proposed within a month. Yeah. This one thing that I learned in life is that forget about whether are you gonna meet the one and then you get these big sparks and then you just go like, oh, this is the one. I think maybe some people do have that, but I think for most people they won't have that. They won't have this like I look at you and then like I want to spend my whole life with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I
either.
also don't have.
I think it's about how are you gonna make sure that things work. So I remember when I proposed to my wife, right, I asked a friend of mine, he's a mentor of mine. I thought that he's gonna say no, right? I thought that he'll tell me that I'm crazy and all, but he did not say any of that. But he just told me this one thing. He said, Peter, you must remember this one thing. If you're gonna get married, you are gonna commit into a relationship that walking out of it will never be an option. You just have to remember that.
So no matter what, you try to make it work.
Yeah, no matter you try to make it work. So and I found that there was this benefit of being together with my wife and getting married in just a couple of months was this. Because imagine you're still in your honeymoon period. And from the honeymoon period until after honeymoon period, right, never for once am I with her, right? The idea that I still have other options.
That's good.
Yeah, so
Because you've made your
because I already
decision
made my
already.
decision within 1 month. Right? So there was like,
There's no other way out.
there's no other way out already.
Correct,
So
correct,
it's
correct.
just about making sure things work. But if let's say today you go into a date, right? There's a very high chance that that every point of time you'll be asking yourself, is this really the person that I want to spend my time with? And then you have another factor, is there another person who come near you during that time?
Maybe outside still got better.
Yeah, so for example, pretty girls or other handsome guys, right?
Correct.
They tend to have this issue where like, let's say I'm fighting with my partner and there's other people who wants to come near you, who wants to break that relationship up because they want to be with you instead, then they will be your best friend, right? And then the more you talk to them, then the more you realize, hey, maybe I'm more suitable for the other person.
Yeah. That's another thing that I realized as well.
What?
Love love is a concept, guys. I believe that even if I don't like you, if I spend every day talking to you, I will love you.
Yep.
So please be careful of this, like, or just because you're fighting with your significant other, and then you go and find solace and comfort with another person, and then you feel like that person is better. But just because you pour out your heart doesn't mean that it can go far. So I feel like in a relationship, it's a constant decision every single day to decide that I want to love you today, I want to take care of you today. And every single morning, you as a person, guy or girl, you need to make that individual decision to say that, yes, this is the love of my life. Yeah, I wanna.
It's a test lah. Like every single day, you have to make sure you are constantly choosing the same person over and over again.
It's a decision.
It's a decision.
It's a
correct,
decision
correct.
you
It's
make
not a test.
every day to love this person. Like no matter how handsome Sean is, right? I mean, there were days that you were like,
Want to punch him?
you're punching in the face, right?
I think that's the thing. A lot of people look at relationships like nowadays, right? They think like, oh, every day also sure very happy, sure very good. But truth is, it's not lah. Then it's just how do you work together to make the bad times good, lor?
Wow. Sounds very tiring.
Yeah.
What?
It's
It's
tiring.
fun.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
so
it's
fun.
tiring,
I
but
love-
You have to make it worth it, lah.
Yeah, I love my wife.
You
It's
never hear
so
people
fun.
say, man, marriage, the ring is actually called suffering.
No lah, no.
Not so bad, lah.
Never.
Not so bad, lah.
Lavinia, I love you.
Okay. No, I think the thing at the end of the day is that you will find that the happy moments is worth all the difficult times.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's worth, and that is what it is lah. But it's a lot of work. marriage doesn't come easy. It's just work. Love is a decision every day. I mean, you think about it, right? Your mother love you, right? Does your mother scold you every time?
Yes.
Yeah. You love your mother, right? You love your dad, right? But do you feel annoyed by your dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the same thing,
normal.
right? It's much more about decision. I think one thing that, to highlight what Graeme said earlier, right? I think there are a lot of people who put themselves in situationship where there's one issue here is this. They mistaken companionship or either a simple good feeling as like this whole concept that this is the love of my life. Do you know that this whole idea of love, we are marketing people, right? Love is actually a marketing message to a certain extent. Just watch the first 2 episodes of Mad Men, right? They talked about it as well. Okay, 50-50 lah, right? But do you know that on my first date with a girl, if I were to bring her to roller coaster ride, it's a higher chance that she will fall in love with me.
Why?
If I
'Cause
bring
you're
her,
so excited.
correct, because they're excited, there's adrenaline, there's dopamine, all this kind of excitement, and I'm with you. So as long as you're not like some creep and I don't like you, I will associate it with you. So that's why wine and dine is a thing. That's why your first date, when you bring a girl, you bring her to a stand-up comedy, laugh with her, all this works.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a
So because
psychological
you
trick.
see, you're not someone who like, unless you're Park Seo-joon or something like that, the more I see you fall in love, right? Yeah, if not most of the time, it is about the good times together. But good times can be replicated by I put you in good situation, not because it is with me.
It can be anyone.
Yes. And number 2, it can also be, let's say for example now you're lonely, right? And I just happen to give you a lot more comfort. And you mistaken that as like, oh yeah, this is the person I want to spend my life with. But the truth is, this person is only at that episode when you're in your down times.
Season 2 different, oh.
Yeah. Season 2 pa say, what about you done with your down times?
Then how can you see this more clearly to understand like what is
Where's
what's
Max?
love, what's
Where's Max?
wow.
I think time spent is very, very important, and also time spent not just with you but with friends and how he or she react among others as well. So for me, when I got together with my wife, I know that this is no joke. Like I date to get married. So even before dating someone, I think this decision has to come in. It's not like you date to try. I think nowadays people have this belief to date to try. When I dated to try it before, and it doesn't work lah. So I've made a decision when I was dating my wife that if we want to do this, we need to do it well, and we need to really,
So you had this conversation super early
before.
on.
That's right. So I told her that if we date, we are dating to get married. So we are not playing around. So even in the get-go, there's no second option. So even when we were dating as boyfriend and girlfriend, there's no other option. There's no talks of breakup. There's no, because even we fight until cry also God, but then there's no going out because we already decided that, made this decision. So how you make that decision is, of course, through a lot of prayer, through a lot of guidance from leaders and all. So don't simply get into a relationship. Don't date just because someone asks you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend. Like, make sure you know what you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of these problems nowadays. Some of my friends, after them dating for a couple months,
Then they
then
break
I
up.
ask them like, why do you get into a relationship with this person in the first place? Then they'll say, oh, because they asked. And I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, do you not feel feelings or something? Or do you not have a reason to date this person? They're like, no, it's because they asked.
Yeah,
So
convenient.
then I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that you would get into a relationship just for this reason.
Yeah, actually a lot of people get into relationship for convenience.
Yeah.
Like how so? How is it convenient then?
Free meals, I guess.
Yeah, like you're already lazy, search for one person, then you think that someone is already not bad, then you come over, then okay, let's settle.
Settling for someone.
Settle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I
that's
think
the
also
danger part.
another point is the proximity effect. So a lot of times, you spend a lot of time with that person, especially in unis or college, you see that person every day. That's where most of the people get together. And then when they started working, then they're no longer meeting every day. That's when the relationship kind of breaks apart.
So many of my friends are going through breakups
So
right now.
proximity is also another thing that you need to think about as well. Like, do you like this person just because you see them every day, or it's really more than that? So that's why some people cannot take a long distance relationship, but some thrive with long distance, right? So that's another thing to think about as well.
Okay, I think we have a pretty good array of answers. We shall move on to our next question.
Okay. Lie.
Wow. Would you change yourself for someone? What?
You have to, man. As a married man, I can tell you, you have to. I used to think that before married, right? You know, a lot of people tell you, you shouldn't change yourself, you know, everything. All. I can tell you there's a recipe to break up and there's a recipe to divorce. The question is how much?
Oh.
The question is how much?
But I believe even if you say you wouldn't, you will gradually change over time without even realizing it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because takkan you stay the same with a different person that just entered into your life. You have to change to adapt to this new person in your life. So you probably, okay, let's say if you're in that relationship with that person for like 2 years, you at the start of the 2 years and you at the end of that 2 years is two completely different individuals already.
That's right.
So I'll say even if you don't want to change yourself for someone, you're already changing without realizing it.
So I think marriage is what a very, like, getting married actually teaches you a lot of stuff, right? Like, because like, before we got married, my wife was a very different person. After getting married, she's also a little bit different. Then after you get kids, she's a little bit different. I bet later, when my kids are in high school, she's also going to be different. When she go through a menopause, she's going to be different again. Then later after that, when our kids are older, it's going to be different again. And as I'm saying that she's different, I'm also different at every stage of my life. So it is really a lot about how you're going to adjust. But there will be certain base value. And that's why reiterating part of what Graeme said earlier, right? Like when you want to choose someone, you want to know that this person is holding certain principles and values that are close to unchanging.
Yep.
That you know you can tolerate with. And so therefore, right, when you go into a relationship, when you have the idea that, can I tahan this for the rest of my life?
So are you saying relationships are more like two people tolerating one another?
Not really. So in my opinion, I really feel like it's the same individual. As in, like, let's say me and my wife, right? I've never gone into any talks or any argument to be like, how can I change this person? And I have good mentors in my life, and they taught me this: is that you always need to look at yourself. If let's say for the next 50 years, your wife is still the same like this, would you still love her? Would this still be someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with? So it's never about wanting the other person to change, it's about you to change. So even like, let's say I pee all over the toilet bowl, and it's not about Lavinia asking me to change or wanting me to change. If for 50 years, all I do is pee outside of the toilet bowl, would she still love me? Will I still be someone that she can see a future with? If it's not, then that's the tiebreaker, or like the deal breaker lah. So I guess when it comes to a relationship, you need to look at what you as an individual can do and not the other person. Yeah, it shouldn't be, I'm here to change you. We're not Superman, sorry.
Yeah, I think sometimes we have the perspective that we go into a relationship, we can fix the person. Yeah. I think this happens especially among females. Because females are more motherly. You're born to nurture. So generally females will have this idea that I can fix the person and stuff like that. But that's general lah.
But it's not true. I mean,
yeah, not all lah. General.
True experience you can never fix or change someone unless if they themselves want to change.
Shout out.
At most, you can just give them advice. And if they don't want to take that advice, it's fine also, because it's their life, ma. So if you can't tolerate that person's behaviors and you desperately want to change it, maybe that person's just not for you.
So just break up.
Yeah, just break up.
Maybe the question, right, is that how much have you changed before for your partner?
How much have I changed before?
Yeah, I mean Nicole, like Graeme.
Nicole?
Me, Actually,
Drink less.
Drink less. I feel like generally I don't change that much. In my past relationships, I've always been the kind of, you don't like, then don't like lah, just go lah. But I think with my current, not boyfriend already, husband already.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think only in this relationship that I realized that actually sometimes it's learning how to tolerate each other and work towards a better self together lah. I never really thought of it that way, but only in this relationship, only did I realize that I actually want someone who can make me even better.
Wow.
Oh, then previously what was it like?
You don't let me go lah.
Oh.
Like I'm just like I I always had a mindset that there will be someone else.
Oh.
So if hey, does it look like Melody?
Yes, go on, a bit.
Wow.
I'm very proud.
Wow. Are you like hinting that she's gonna have a pimple up there?
Usually got one.
This one here.
Today's here, no?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, but
But yes.
that's interesting because there's this concept that if you constantly think that there is someone better out there, then it means you will never be satisfied with what you have.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
you're always
Yeah, you're
comparing.
always looking for someone else.
TikTok teach me one TikTok. Not me, not I know TikTok say, if you chase the butterfly will fly away. But if you build your garden, the butterfly will come.
Oh, so profound.
TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. So guys, please build your garden.
Okay,
Good.
let's move on to the next question.
Okay. Yeah, that's your cue to move on. Okay. Have you ever had to conceal your true self because you were too much?
Oh my god. Got me.
I have it.
Oh, you have. Okay,
really?
share story.
I have quite a lot of experience for my age.
Really?
Oh.
You cannot say that. Other people need to say that of you. But okay, please.
Maybe
let's
I'll
go.
cut it out. I don't know.
No, it's good, it's good.
Okay. I don't. I've been told that I'm a very emotional person, which I agree. And
By guys.
guys, girls, both.
Okay.
So it's something, including my own parents. So it's something that I used to be very, very ashamed of. The fact that I cry easily or get sad easily all the time. So at a certain point in one of my relationships, I will try my best to not feel, even though it's something that you cannot really control. Emotions is not something you cannot control. But I would try my best to control to the point where I just don't feel things. And I was really, really depressed in that relationship. And in that relationship, my partner also cheated on me. So I would say that was one of my more bad relationships because I also went back even though he cheated. So I didn't really have self-respect that time because I thought that if I continuously changed myself, all of the things that he didn't like about me, then maybe he would just accept me eventually. Then I realized the things that he's asking of me to change are things that you cannot really change, and it's also not things that are bad. So let's say if I have a shopping addiction, okay, and he asked me to change because it's not good for my financial well-being, that one I understand because it's actually good for me. But if he's saying that you're too emotional, you cry too much, or you're too sad, or sometimes you just feel too much, like I just think you feel a lot. I feel like those things are not supposed, you are not supposed to change those things about yourself because that is memang you ma. And it's not inherently a bad trait, it's just that we're not compatible. So I had to learn the hard way that it's just that compatibility wise, if they ask you to change things that are what makes you you, then you should just leave that relationship.
That's good. Yeah, I think adding on to that as well, in a relationship, I think on top of just compatibility, having the same value system is also very, very important. That's why in the beginning as well, I think before we started rolling, I was talking to Melody about how we need to be of the same value. In the Bible, the term is equally yoked, but that's not just being Christian or just being in the same faith, but at the same time is holding the same value or the same level of principle when it comes to doing things. Then how you go about your day, let's say, for example, you feel a lot, right? And if you can't find a guy who is compassionate or has empathy that's able to feel together with you, or more important is holding that space for you so that you are able to feel, then I think that would really show that it's not someone that you can talk to, you can open up to. Then the maturity is also not there. And I think a lot of guys, especially nowadays, they lack this awareness of how to hold space for other people and just wanting to solve things at the moment, or calling things out, or wanting things to change just for their convenience. And it's something that I had to learn because growing up, I also don't know how to do that. But when I was dating my current wife, when she was my girlfriend, that's when I learned how to hold space, how to give her space to think, to process things. Because I'm someone that, problem, I want to solve now, let's move on. She's someone that she needs time to think about the problem, think of how to say. Sometimes in the beginning of the relationship, I will force her like, say lah, what's the problem? Say, let's fix it now. I say it that way, but actually in my heart, I just don't like the tension. Or like, I don't like I'm very confrontational, sorry, she's not. But I think over the years, I've learned how to hold space for her to say that, hey, it's all right, I'm feeling sad, you're feeling sad, but when you are ready, let me know, let's talk about it. We still need to talk about the thing that happened, just to have closure to it, but it doesn't have to be now. I think a lot of guys need to learn that, is that most of the times, you don't have to solve it now, and it's fine, you have time. Yeah.
So there's this whole theory called the rhino and the hedgehog. So the rhino is the person who wants to solve the problem now.
Yes.
The hedgehog will, by defense, put up all the thorns and then just curl in as a ball. So sometimes it could be the guy, it could be the girl. But once you identify that, then you learn how to give space. So I'm also a rhino. So I used to always do that to my wife. Then after eventually I learned that my wife just needs space to think. So after that, I will just, okay, if she is not happy or the way she responds is like that, she's just very cold, it doesn't mean that she don't love me or reject me, it's just she needs a space. Yeah, so when we are talking about controlling emotions, I think to a certain extent when you're in a relationship, you want it to sustain, you need to learn how to manage your emotions. But do you need to not feel? Then you need to learn how to feel still. It's just, you need to manage your emotions so that it doesn't become detrimental to the other party. But you will be sometimes, and that's when time to time in a relationship, one side need to be stronger than the other at any point of time, right? Like the worst time is when both of you are drained. Because both can't support. So there are days that me and my wife, right, like both of us are just really, really tired. That's when big fights will come. But if let's say I'm quite fine, I know that she needs that space, then I can support her. I can be the bigger person. Sometimes it'll be the other way around. Yeah.
Wow.
I think similar to Peter as well. When just now I was talking about, like, you know how the rhino or the guy in my case needs to learn how to hold space, but at the same time, I think what a guy needs is just very simple from a girl. This is what I told my wife as well. So it depends on who has the mental or emotional capacity to do this. If it's me, then I would say it's all right, let's speak later. But if let's say I'm the drained one and she has that emotional capacity, then she will be the one to tell me, I just need time. Let's meet up again, give me 1 hour, let me watch my Netflix and then we'll talk about it. Then at least I have that mini closure as well in my heart that, it's no problem. It's just that she needs time. Instead of, because I think some girls or my wife previously tend to shut down when there's a conflict, then she'll be like, because she's non-confrontational, she just don't talk. Then she just keep quiet, she just give you the cold shoulder. Then to a guy, it will make me feel like, you don't care already, what's happening? But actually, I just needed hey, I just need my space, give me some time. And I think we've learned to communicate that. Then, okay, then I go play game first. Then we talk about, then it won't be in a situation where I need an answer from her. I will learn how to give her space as well. So it goes both ways.
Then
but sometimes, sorry.
Then how do you guys learn to communicate that? Like to tell each other, okay, I need that space. So is it okay if you just leave me alone for some time? Because I feel like for peers my age, they're not able to say that directly. For a certain reason, maybe they're scared, they're not really sure how to communicate that. So they think it's better if I just handle and manage everything on my own. But a relationship is not yourself, it's two people.
Correct.
I think for us is because we started off at such a good base, meaning we both really, just a minor context. I feel like I have to share this just to let you understand like the relationship me and my wife or last time girlfriend had. Is that even before we got together, because we are of the same faith and we have the same principle, we actually committed each other to God before we even come together and say, okay, let's do it. So both of us have our individual leaders, or in the secular term would be mentors, that we talk to, and we tell them that, hey, this is a girl that I really like and we want to get into a relationship. And we actually spent 21 days just praying for each other.
Wow.
To get an answer from God or a sign from God to say, okay, this is the one. You don't have to do this, but it's just something that we felt we have to do so that we know confirmation that, all right, to Graeme, God told Graeme that this girl is for you. to Lavinia, God tell Lavinia, and individually on our own, and it's not like we together come and discuss. Because if we discuss, I might be wrong and you're right. But I personally heard it from God, and she heard it from God. So whenever we fight, right, our baseline is very firm one. Because it's God, and God can be wrong, man. It's Xiao, man, God where can be wrong. So even if we fight until crazy, we know that our base, when we prayed that time, we got an answer, and we start off very strong. So when we got into fight and all that, how we go to this is, some people, they feel like they're afraid to show their true emotion or voice out that they need space because the other person might, don't understand, they might not get it. But because we started off with such a strong base as friends and with the same principle, I can just say that to a friend. Like I can just, sometimes I find it weird that people tend to open up more to their friends than their girlfriend or husband and wife, which are people that they're supposed to hold closest to.
I don't like that.
So if you start off as friends, then you can negate all of that because you can open up to your significant other, and I think that's very, very important. To be true, to be real. Yeah. So build a good base. Like you don't have to pray or whatever for a sign from God. But what's important, I feel, out of this lesson is that you need to have good baseline friendship. You cannot just come together. You know that person for a few weeks and then like straight away girlfriend. Like get to know them as a friend first. Hang out in groups, see how they are when they're with their friends, how they are when they're with their parents, how they are when they are stressed. Is this still someone that you can see a life together with? Then only you think about the getting together for the long term. Because I think a lot of guys or girls nowadays, they just want a partner.
Yeah.
They don't think so far. So
But
think a bit further.
how do you cross that line? Because I know a lot of people where they are friends with that person for a really long time. Maybe they don't envision a relationship or something. So they probably have like more boundaries. Like, okay, friends are friends, relationships are relationships. How do you cross that line from a friend to a partner?
Sit down and talk. For my own experience, it's really sit down and talk. Because the attraction can only get you so far, right? So let's say if you're attracted, be honest with it. Be honest with your intention. I think I can only talk from a perspective of a guy. Some guy would want to try to sweet talk, try to raise them up. But more often than not, yeah, sure, you get that instant spark, but the spark can only get you so far. It's the deep talk, it's the being able to be comfortable together in the quietness and talk about how you really feel. Hey, I see this as a long-term thing, and I really foresee a future with you. Really break it down to the simplest form.
Damn.
And talk about it. If you can't even do that, then why get together lah?
At the start, I find it hard though. What if you really don't know what you want?
Yeah.
Why if you really don't know what you want?
I think coming from the other perspective, depending on individuals I would say that like some people like to go into a relationship where they are already certain what they want to get out of it, right? But I think some relationships also do evolve over time.
Yeah.
But I think most important is actually the conversation, right? The intention has to be still clear.
Yeah.
So, for example, let's say the beginning of this question we started with, why are you concealing yourself, right? Yeah, or like how much are you concealing yourself? I think the question is that we are always trying to look for someone who will love us as we are. Which means that even in my worst time, you won't run away. And like, for example, I think one of the most common ones is like ladies, right? Like my wife, most girls will do this, right? When you don't think you're in a very good state, you'll get angry at the guy, but actually you're not very angry, you're just afraid that he's not accepting you as you are. Actually, it's the same thing as a guy, right? But usually it will come in the form of, if let's say I don't feel I'm that successful, then that's when you see sometimes guys, when they're not doing very well in their career, they actually lash out more on their girlfriend or their wife or their family because they have this feeling that
The financial clock is not
Yeah.
there.
I'm not even
inferior.
loving myself. I
Yeah.
can't even love myself. How can you love me, right? No.
Oh, wow, so deep.
Yeah,
This is true.
It's true.
I can relate.
It's true.
But you need to reach a certain age and maturity
correct lah.
for this to kick in.
Yeah, but it's not like it is not. It's just that at my age, it becomes more aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're younger, you're less aware. It's just, I'm not happy, right? Then you go and talk to your friend. Why? Because when you talk to a friend, your friend will always say, oh, you're very good, you're very good, you're very good.
It's okay lah, bro.
Oh, nothing. Because when you tell me that you're broke next month, right, you're not going to borrow money from me, right? But when I'm your boyfriend or your girlfriend, when you tell me you're broke every month, it means my financial get affected. Then I'll ask more questions.
Yeah.
So you always feel good that your friend is supportive. the truth is very often is how you view yourself is a very big problem.
Correct.
So then the thing is that when you say crossing that part, right, I think it is not hard to say today lah, in this day of age lah, to just go out for a couple of dates, end up I stay in your house, and then I stay in your house for the next 2 months, but we are not even sure whether we are boy girlfriend.
Yep.
Because today is very, very open. That's the truth, right?
Yep.
And then when it will come to a point that someone asks, so are we together or not? Cannot really
are we?
answer. What are we? You know?
Are we on?
This kind of question will start coming in, right?
It's so
Yeah.
confusing.
But it's so fun at the same time because that whole blind box guessing gives you a lot of adrenaline. I mean, the most fun part of relationship very often is the chasing part as well, lah.
That's true.
Right? So then the thing is that you need to have that conversation. I think the real conversation starter is where things start happening. Because I think most people do not dare to have that conversation because you're afraid that you can't align. Like for example, am I taking it too fast? Am I being too serious?
Correct.
And let's say if I'm together with this girl or you're together with this whoever, right? And then you want to ask, are we something or not? But you're so scared to ask because you're scared at the moment you ask, the person will think that you're desperate or the person is not ready, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that if for the next 3 months or so you don't dare to ask, right? Or after 1 year or so you don't dare to ask, right? Then it's quite clear something within you is telling you that this person cannot accept it. Then maybe the question is not even asking. The question is, are you willing to be together with someone who's not willing to commit? Yeah.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right.
I think commitment is very, very important. You need to, like we said in the beginning of the show, like you need to make the decision every single day.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think what you mentioned is true. Like the society or like the world nowadays is very, very different of how people meet and get together. I'm very traditional. I think I'm brought up that way as well. Growing up with the group of friends and also the mentors and leaders that are placed above me. So very traditional of like how you should go about a relationship. So I think maybe it might not apply to some people. Might not agree, but I feel like as a guy, we should put more value in the things that are important. For example, marriage, right? A lot of people nowadays don't even believe in marriage anymore. They feel like, why get married? We're already doing married people things even before we get married. Then what for? So it's really up to the person like me and my wife to put value into things that has value. So if we feel like marriage is important, then we shouldn't do married people things while we were together. So those are some of the boundaries that we draw for ourselves. So what you put importance to, then it will be important to you. Other people feel like it's not important, then it's fine. But to us, because we want marriage to be important, then we need to make it important. How do we do that? Don't do married people things before you get married. So those are some of the like sort of lines that or like boundaries that we draw for ourselves. And when you have boundaries, some people they don't like it. Wow, why you restrict me? But over the years I've learned that because of boundaries, it makes the relationship more valuable. Like to a girl, you'll feel like, wow, this guy is willing to, sacrifice or like make time or make space for me. Then you put yourself in a higher pedestal as well in the relationship, and you have more say in the relationship because you put your effort and time to make the relationship important. So that's one. And I think one concept that one of our leaders shared with us before is that a doctor, you need to study like 5 years, 6 years. Then only you as a patient, you trust to see their certification. But some relationship, you don't even get to know the person for like 2 months or 1 month, and then you get together already, and then you just want to spend the rest of your life with them. Not, attacking or like putting down the relationships that are like that. It can work as well, but why you want to put yourself in that risk of doing that? Just be patient and wait and see. Time can really tell a lot of things, so don't have to jump into things immediately. Yeah.
So it's a lot of rational thinking first.
Yeah.
And then setting clear boundaries, having purpose and goals.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. I'm not always like this one, by the way. I'm a bit dumb one last time.
I think don't
made a lot of
rush is the
mistake.
key. I've tried both ways. I went in, live with people for like 1 year, and after I break up, also got. After my wife's like 1 month then get married, that kind. Yeah, so
Don't rush.
I got a good variety of
But
experience.
yours was quite rush-ish.
Because he knows. Wait,
He knows,
yeah,
certain.
he knows.
I've tried the not rush one, I've tried the rush one, I've tried different things in my life, so
Interesting.
so I'm quite, yeah.
You're quite experienced.
No, like there's some part of it also is a bit of a miracle. Those of you who don't know, I'm also Christian, just like Graeme. So the last part was definitely pretty much more like that. But I would say that like to offer a different perspective for people as well, to apply the same kind of ideas. I think it's just really know that can you be with someone that can help you to love yourself more and also help you be better. Actually, that's the key. If you are being with someone and every day you're being with someone, you feel like you're worse, you feel like you're not worth to be loved, then I think you should avoid it, right? Now, and if you need back for love, I think you should avoid it as well.
Crazy.
So like for example, are we going to cross that chasm and become boy-girlfriend or whatnot?
Yeah.
The question there is, Dala, already 6 months you don't dare to ask, you're in that situationship, it is quite clear that something within you is telling you that this something is
working.
off,
Yeah.
right? But you are actually insisting that it can work because you think that you can fix the person or someone, then why not you just accept the fact that this is not going to work, but I'm willing to invest? Maybe you have less stress, right? Maybe instead of like hoping that 6 months later he's willing to commit, maybe just forget it lah. He's seeing it as a play relationship, then you see it as a play relationship, maybe that way you'll be happier, right? Because then now it's not a question about happiness. It's not about a question of marriage. It's not a question about committing. Because you know you're not getting an answer.
So you're just gonna enjoy the ride.
Then just enjoy it, right?
Actually, that's true. Because to be really honest, commitment is not really my thing one.
Huh? But you're getting married.
So everyone who knows me, right, knows that I've never wanted to get married. Like, never. I'm the kind that don't really believe in. I don't know lah. To me, it's just a paper. But then I think over time, things change. So I'm more on that boat. I believe like, okay, you don't always need to go into a relationship knowing what's the end goal. Sometimes, somehow things will just go the way it's supposed to be. I like going in not knowing what will happen.
You like to follow the flow.
I follow the flow.
Okay,
Yes.
but I have to say she's very lucky lah. Because you can also follow the flow and end up
True, yes. So that has happened many times. But you never know. Sometimes I feel like you never know.
It's like you buy lottery ticket like that.
Yeah, lor.
And you
see
kena
lor, you
jackpot.
lucky or not lor. Not lucky then GG lor. Next one lah.
There's a risk lah of the
Yeah.
GG lah.
There's no perfect way, man.
Correct. It really depends on what you're looking for in a relationship. For me, I from the get-go, I know I want security. I want to know that it will work. Why put myself in a position that it might not work? So that's why that's the approach lah. But if you like the thrills, then also okay.
So
No
the
right
key
or wrong.
lesson is actually intention.
Yes,
What's your intention when you start? If you go in with an intention of play, then play. If you go in with an intention that you want to look for a husband or partner in life, then go in with that intention
Correct,
as well.
correct.
Be very honest with it.
Yeah, be very honest with it.
Then the kind of people that you meet also, at least is more ngam for you lah.
Understand?
Yeah. And you're not trying to force it onto someone else as well.
Yeah, you're not trying to force play to be serious. You're not trying to force a serious to be play.
Correct, yeah.
Then it's good. Yeah.
So stressed.
What? No stress.
No
Don't stress.
stress.
It's so fun.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, it's so
You just
fun.
need to know what you want.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is your opportunity to. Oh, next question.
Opportunity to what?
To market yourself.
It's okay.
That's what we do in
She's
Sip and Spill.
single.
Name 3 fun facts.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's start.
And how
Alright.
should they reach out to you? Slide
Correct.
into my DM.
This is Melody. Okay, one question. If you're an animal, what color underwear will you wear?
Say none because you're an animal.
Just animal.
Yellow.
Okay, that's all we need to know. Whatever that means, you'll decide.
Okay. Very random. Please don't slide into my DMs. I don't reply to messages though.
Oh, see? When you have show, it's like that one. Oh.
No. I'm just a terrible texter.
Famous lady is like that one.
No. For
Okay,
people that know me, it's just that I'm very lazy to reply to text, unless if it's work.
Let's go.
Okay, let's move on. Why is it harder for this generation to form genuine connections with people?
It's the fast food era.
Correct.
It's the Grab era. Everything I want, I just press, I get it.
Correct.
That's why. Time is the factor here. Is that we are not spending enough time to get to know someone.
That's
everything is
right.
fast. Everything is quick. If you don't want, never mind. I have other options.
Yeah, everything's replaceable.
Yes.
That's right.
Is it because it's so like easier for us to access more, like through apps or like maybe there's like get-togethers and whatnot.
Yeah.
So people, if let's say some of my friends will say, I can't find my partner in Malaysia. Let me go to a different country.
See, got that option, oh, so good.
Let me tell you, right? Because we lived through the era where there was no internet and there's no such canggih phones. Yeah. I don't know whether you lived through that, lah, right?
Yes, I have.
So yeah. So last time, right, if you go out as friends, you go out, you sit together in mama. There's no such thing as a phone for you to play.
Yeah,
So
no
if
Mobile Legend.
Correct. If four of us sit together, right, you need to start observing and think about what question to spark a conversation. I am forced to be interested in you for the next 1 hour. So
Okay.
when you are telling me something about our life, right, even I think it's boring, but because it's 2 hours we're going to sit here, I will try to find interest.
Correct.
And it is with that we end up like, hey, actually this person is not that bad. And then you're more willing to spend more time, right? Today, sit down, 4 hours, I look at your face, you open mouth, the pitch higher, I'm not interested, I play phone.
Wait, I am like
Mobile
that.
Legend.
Yeah.
Cannot like that.
You're the generation.
You are that.
You're that generation.
Oh my goodness.
And then you ask how to build genuine relationship.
When
and then
you
say,
yourself-
why are you not interested in me as I am? You're also not interested in people.
Correct.
Yeah, lor.
It's a two-way street. Come on.
Because whenever I go out in groups, they're all yapping. And then I was like, oh, okay, since they're talking about things that I cannot really jive with, then I was like, okay, let me just reply to my messages because I haven't replied.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, then I'm ready to talk, and then someone else does the same thing. So it's like we never really talk together as a group. That's why I prefer to go out with friends individually, one-on-one. But that takes so much time.
It's very transactional. Whenever the younger generation come out together, I don't mean to be an ass, but I do notice that it is a lot about what can I get out of it.
Correct.
Yeah. If I'm not getting something out of it, yeah. If I'm not it's very subtle. So what do I mean by that? Let's say today I come out with you, right? Okay, because last time it's very different, you know. If I want to get to know this person, right, there's no internet, no nothing, right? I won't know anything until I come out.
Yeah.
Today, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to check the whole
Stalk you
social media,
first.
stalk you first. I'm
my
interested in you
God.
first.
Go to your
Then only I
LinkedIn.
come out with you. When I come out with you, you make sure at the first meeting, you interest me. If you don't interest me, I'm going to play my phone. I'm not going to be that interested. Now, there's no effort at all. You're expecting other people to put effort to woo you from the beginning. Now, guess what? The person thinks the exact same thing. And that's why there's no genuine connection.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is good. Clip it. This is the clip.
Okay, but I'm not to that extreme, okay? Mine is just like for friends that I've been friends with a really long time already. Then they know like, okay, she's in her own zone right now for a while. Then she'll come back out. For people that I've never... Yeah, I am.
The one I think exists in every generation.
Yeah,
No, it's
but
more about that.
only for like people that I've never really met before, I'm very respectful with that. So my phone will be down and then it'll be on silent.
Yeah.
So I'll just be listening the whole time. But I'm an introvert, so I just listen.
But are you processing or are you just zoning away?
Eh?
You see, because your heart is actually in the phone, is actually thinking, can you just stop talking already? Because
It's
actually
just
I
words.
do have better thing to do. So, because you have option, it's not like last time, right? Really, we all come to mama, I got no other option and I look forward to come up for the 2 hours because I really got nothing to do. I got nothing better to do than coming up to mama for 2 hours with you. Really? So it's easier. So the keyword is easier. Like you say, you have friends who are actually a hermit. Come out, I also got friends like that. But I'm not limited to that few friends, or I got a lot more friends because I'm very willing to meet people. Okay, today, probably me and Graeme a bit different already lah, because we are a bit more established, so people are more interested to talk to us, so we are still easily making friends. But for normal people who are not that popular, yes,
me.
it's gonna be a bit harder because it's so transactional. It's either you interest me or don't interest me. You don't interest me, there's something better that I can do.
Correct.
Literally, I've heard some take it to the extreme, right? Where you make an appointment, come out really within the first half an hour, I'm not interested, faster finish drinking your coffee, walk off already.
That's so sad for the other person.
Yeah.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, they are also putting in their time and effort to come here, to meet up with you, just to have a conversation, and you cannot even respect that, like, time that you've blocked out for them already.
So that's the thing. I think that's why today people very hard to make relationship work lah.
Yeah, agree.
Or even make new friends.
Oh, this is very hard. Like, ever since I graduated, because I recently graduated, and I started working, like, I find it really hard to make new friends, unless if we're going out to meet clients or whatnot. And then, like, for example, Alicia, right?
Alicia?
Alicia.
Yeah. Recently, I became friends with her because of work. Yeah, if not for that, then I don't think it would be easy
Correct.
for me to make
Yeah,
friends.
there's a concept called the third space, which is like last time. It's easier because there are more third spaces.
What's the third space?
Meaning like your first space is your house, second space is your work, and nowadays people just
Cafe,
go
all
to
those
these two.
Right.
But the third space last time could be like the skate park, the theater, the arcade. But nowadays,
Come together.
yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays our third space is online,
Yeah.
and it's very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
You don't have that third space that people actually communally go to hang out, to chill,
That's
to
right.
get to know one another.
And because people don't really go to those third spaces anymore, they're slowly closing down. So that's why we have more and more malls.
And what happens is that people become also more and more polarized. Actually, what happens is this: you see, because you always have the choice in your phone, which is the fifth space, I would say, or fourth space. Then what happens is that the moment you come out with a friend, if you find it not interesting, you won't explore. But you see, why you make friend with Alicia? Was it because you're interested in Alicia? No, you're forced to be with her for that
Yeah.
few hours.
Oh my god, you were forced to work
Yeah,
with her.
you're forced to work with her, and then you're like, oh, after a while, then you find it interesting. Was it because you're so common? No. It's just that you're forced to, so you put effort. And once
Correct,
you put
correct.
effort, there's this sunk cost fallacy. Standard what? Why are you still friends with your primary school friend or secondary school friend?
Already put effort, mah.
Already put effort. You
Siao,
don't burn the
man.
bridge already. I already spend so much time with you. Takkan I leave you be meh?
Correct,
Like
correct.
that. Yeah.
Wow, that makes so much sense. No wonder.
Yeah, so burn your phone.
I can't do that.
Okay, we shouldn't. We make money through the phone.
Yeah, yeah,
Spend
yeah.
more time on your phone.
Please
It's good, it's good.
Subscribe.
No. You have
It's
to
okay,
have a
we'll
good
be your friend.
balance.
Yeah.
Mine's flowers. What is this?
I gave you a spider body.
I was like, since when do I wear clothes like that?
This is Melody with a spider body.
This is
Okay.
mine. Okay, let's move on. Next question.
Yeah, you're right. This one. Come back to it. Okay,
Okay.
last question.
This is our last question.
Yeah.
When is it the right time to let go?
Of what?
Like, let's say if that relationship isn't working out.
Oh.
I mean, if he's making you miserable, then let go lah.
The moment you ask this question, it's time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
you're right.
The moment you ask like, when should I let go? It's time. It's now. Because that means you've been already thinking about it. You have exhausted all your options, and you're already coming to wanting to let go. I think the moment you thought of this, then maybe it's time to let go. Also, I think another caveat to that is how, like, what's the context? What's the right? Let go of because it's not working. Because
Maybe because it isn't working out, or like you're too exhausted, you're tired already. But then again, like, what if you've already put in years into this relationship and you think, some people might think maybe marriage is a solution or having kids is a solution. We're just not in the right stage
Okay.
for a couple months.
Okay.
But I'm just tired. Should I let go? Should I stay?
I think if that's the case, again, I will draw it back to communicating. Like, if let's say you want to let go, but that person is still putting heart and effort into it, then maybe you need to talk to that person, like the person that you're seeing and you're dating, to decide whether or not it's really the right time to let go. But if that person is like not even putting effort, not even, and it's you, and you feel like you're exhausting yourself, which goes back to the first question or the second question, would you change? Like, are you still okay with this? Are you still okay with the situation now? If let's say you get married and it didn't change, because if you get married, two things can happen, they remain the same or they really change, and you want to bet all your eggs in your basket to bet that they will change. But what if they didn't change? Then how?
99% chance it won't change.
Is that
agree,
why
I agree.
some people like they date for so long, then they get married, maybe like 1 year later they divorce?
I think it's also a sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I already spent
So much
have
effort.
you seen people who like dated for 5 years and I tell you, but we already did so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well. Like as if you have to complete the process by getting a divorce, right? For what?
Yeah, because I
like, go
never
lah.
really understood that concept. Like, people will think like, okay, I've dated for so long already, let's just get married. Then I say, you guys aren't getting married because you want to, or they're like, oh, it's part of the process. And I was like, then, like, it doesn't sound like this is the journey for you. It just sounds like you're doing it just because.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be a thing that you're doing it just because. Like, you can not get married. That can be an option too. And then they'll say like, no, we have to. And I was like, okay. And then eventually they argue.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that one.
Why? Like, that concept is so crazy to me. It's like, you might as well be single, no?
You're right.
I
It
agree.
is crazy.
Yeah, I cannot bring it either.
It is crazy.
Dalam zaman globalisasi ini, unfortunately, people think like that, and I think it's not something that we can change or we need to change. It's you lor, yourself ma. This one not for me. Then you know that if your boyfriend next time is like this, then it's no. You should have intention. Then you know that to you, intention is important. Marriage is important. Having same value is important. Then look for those in the relationship. So. If some people not important.
Then do you think some of us might be too picky? Like, okay, for example, some of my friends, they'll date this person. The moment they spot a red flag or something that they don't align with, break up immediately. Then they find the next one and the next one and the next one, and it's a cycle. It's like that. This person has to tick all of their boxes.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Yeah,
They'll be single
I think
for the rest of their life.
They'll be single forever. I think they will also come to a point in time where they realize it doesn't work. Yeah. Sorry, Nicole.
no lah. I was just gonna say yeah lor. There's no such thing as a perfect person lah.
But I think it's time to let go when both persons are not willing to put effort already. So if let's say for example, whether I always tell people this, whether or not are you getting married, it's good to go for couple therapy or couple counseling.
Oh yeah, we also go for.
Yeah. Do you know why am I so sure that I can marry my wife? We actually went for premarital counseling. Yeah. So what we did is that I would say that don't bother, just go for fun. The reason being is because it will bring up a lot of conversation that you need to bring up. That's number one. You immediately can see a lot of real red flags. Because if you say whether I like you or not, I don't like you or not, what are some of the things, right? Red flags has to be real red flags. It's not
like I like sushi, you like dim sum.
Correct.
No.
Yeah, okay, unless you tell me the one really, I cannot live with it for the rest of my life. If I ever see you eat dim sum, right? Then nothing is say lor, that one. But generally, you want to know what are certain things that you know this person likely won't change, and when you wake up in the morning, you see this person, you're like slapping him because he's like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If I want to identify that, then pretty much you know what are the I don't go zone, I don't want things. Then the rest is actually will evolve already one. Like my wife used to hate it when I throw my clothes around. 9 out of 10 of men get complained about that, right?
I got. Whoa,
Yeah,
bro.
every man. Yeah, why you always change
The
your
laundry basket,
clothes down here?
the clothes didn't go in, it's hanging, cannot. You must all go in.
The basket is already there. You just throw it in, ma.
Yeah lah, but sometimes the sleeve like hang outside, cannot.
See? So it's very common, but you won't divorce because of that, right?
Yeah.
So these are the small things that annoy you that will cause a fight. But the question about like, let's say more fundamental could be,
Kids.
kids.
Kids,
How you
yeah.
raise kids.
How you raise kids.
Money, how you go about finance, that's very important.
Are you going to give your mother money or parents money or not give at all?
Well, are these conversations that you really have to sit down and discuss before
Yeah.
marriage?
I think
Yes,
you should.
yeah. So what happened for my case is that when we went for the premarital counseling, there's a questionnaire. I fill it up on my own, she fill it up on her own. We cannot discuss. Then we come together, we compare our answer, then we talk about it. If it's aligned, great. If it's not aligned, let's talk about it. Why? What's your thought process? What's important to you? Yeah.
Can work out,
Can,
work out.
yeah. If cannot work out, then how? Are we really? Who's willing to compromise?
So
What's
if,
happening?
if it's
Yeah.
the case that it really cannot work out, right? Then what happens?
Yeah, what happens?
Talk.
Just
Think
talk it
about.
out.
You must ask yourself, can you live with this disagreement? No? So there are certain disagreements that will be harder. Like for example, if you cannot agree whether your children is gonna go to a private primary school or a government primary school, and one is not willing to budge, you know you can't live with this forever, right? You know that by the time they're 7 years old, you're gonna get a divorce already, right? Then maybe you shouldn't go into it. No? But if it is as simple as say, okay, put it this way, if it is something like, okay, I know that I can be very bad. Like I don't like that you're giving money to your parents, although that they need help, and it can be, but I'm okay giving money to my own parent, right? I just don't want to let you give for whatever reason. It can be like that, right? Then you want to ask yourself like, is it something that's livable? Now, if you come to a point that you say, okay, I am good to live with that, I'm okay be this kind of person, I won't hate myself for it, then you go into it. But if you hate yourself for it, then just don't go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which also in our premarital counseling, we also talk about this. So one example is like, stay physically where you want. I'm from Sabah, she's from Sarawak, we're both in KL. Like, are we considering going back to Sabah? Are you considering going back to Kuching? Because these are like long-term plans that you need to think about. But okay, fortunately, both of us said for the foreseeable future we'll be here, rooted down here and building our family here. But it's also important to know that, okay, she's not thinking about going back. Because if she want to go back to Kuching, then my career how? Because it affects my career, my job, then our family how? Then we need to move. A lot of these things need to take into consideration. These are not conversations that people will bring up while you're dating. You only think about which cafe to go to, you think about what you want to do next, but never this far into the future. So I think, yeah, same advice I would give to couple as well. Find a couple counseling and just go and find out about yourself. Instead of going to like, oh, we go just because we want to get married. Maybe not yet, then just go and find about yourself, know more about yourself as well, because they'll ask really, really tough questions that will help you.
It's so stressful.
Yeah.
It's not,
Kids.
it's not.
Another thing, do you want to have kids?
Kids.
It
How
can
many,
break
how many
a-
kids?
It really can.
Yeah.
How many kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think today we still haven't really settled this.
It can be, I'm open to it, but I'm just not sure when. But don't ever go and lie to the person and say that actually I really, really don't want.
But what if you yourself don't really know?
Then you say, I don't know.
Yeah.
You say that actually I really
Just
no
don't
answer.
lie.
Are you willing to bear with this? Because I've seen couples where one side keep telling the other party that I'm open to it one day, just not now. Then after that suddenly come to a point and say, actually I really don't want. I was just lying to you because I want to get married.
There's a
Whoa,
hanging out.
I tell you. Yeah, although now they got kids, but thank God that 2 years they didn't divorce.
Yeah. And also how long, when you want to have kids? Some they want immediately
These
after.
are such tough questions.
Which the relationship is serious. It's not to play one. Yeah. Which is, I guess, the one key lesson that we learned today is that relationship takes effort. Yeah.
Real relationship lah.
Real
Relationship.
Yeah, real relationship.
How
Real
soon into
relationship.
the relationship do you only go for like counseling? And like
When
to
you're ready,
decide?
lah, when both of you are ready, you will know one lah.
I think when you feel like it's going to go into something much more serious,
Yeah.
like not play already, really like going into marriage, I feel.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like first week then you go and sign up. A bit
Yeah lah,
scary.
that's a bit weird lah.
Yeah, you will scare people off.
And if the person doesn't want, right, then you also know where the person stand. No?
Yeah. Meaning they're just testing water.
Yeah, they will always tell you all other reasons like, oh, I'm not ready for it, but I truly love you.
It's
All
not
sorts
my
of-
priority right now.
But that's as good as saying, right? That's as good as saying, I love you, but I don't want to be together yet. I want to see other people still. But I love you, I love you.
Yeah.
This is so confusing.
Correct. So
Like
if you say
you are
that
not
you think
committed,
that
but
there's
you
a
are.
possibility of us being together, then I'm floating the idea that why not let's just go for a marriage counseling. Why can't we? Yeah. There'll be a lot of other reasons.
Okay, so if they're coming up with excuses and reasons as to avoid like what you want to do, then maybe you guys don't jive.
Yeah, maybe the person will tell you this one thing. The person will say that, no, I'm serious, but I just don't like the idea of counseling or someone talking to us because I'm not used to it. My family culture is like that.
Then how do you react to that
Yeah.
situation?
Okay. I'm pretty sure nowadays it's very easy to download a whole damn workbook on it.
Yeah.
You do it yourself together with him.
But I think you need someone there to.
Yeah, I thought you need someone.
Actually, it's just for asking the right question.
Yeah, I was asking. Yeah.
It's just about
I
asking the
thought
right
the person's
question.
supposed to help you when you know there's conflict.
Okay. The best is, in my experience, the best is there's no one to sit in the middle, and then as you all talk about it, then I tell you who's right, who's wrong.
Yeah.
The best one is I give you a set of questions, you go and talk about it yourself.
Yeah.
The only time you need someone in the middle is if you fight, so that someone can pull you away.
For our case, the counselor is not there to give answer also. They are there to prompt and pry and push you to the right direction. You are supposed to come up with your answer because it's your decision.
Correct.
Because if, let's say, Peter is a counselor and they say, no lah, you should, Graeme is right. Then for the rest of the life, Lavinia is like, oh, Peter, the counselor, said Graeme is right. Then it's not your own decision. The conviction is different. The power that the words hold is also very, very different.
Right.
You have to remember, because after you get married, right,
The counselor not there lah.
counselor not there. Both of you need to settle the problems together. So it's about learning how to ask each other right questions.
Correct.
So go and download lah. Go and download a whole workbook. Then commit lah. Say we sit down together, we do this.
Yeah. God, online a
If the
lot.
fella say no lah, let's not ask this kind of tough question, then you also know what.
Yeah. Next time, hey, life, a lot of tough question. You need to ask.
I don't even know why I'm stressed. I don't even have any.
Don't stress. It will come on. You don't have to think about all of it at once. It will come slowly, batch by batch, wave by wave. You just take it with stride lah.
Okay, I think we have a good amount of answers today.
Okay.
And hopefully all of our questions have been answered or like all of our questions that you guys were probably thinking of have been answered by our guests here today.
Reach out to us if you got more questions.
You can.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
if
right.
you're
Slide
more
into our
comfortable. with
DMs.
it.
Yeah, happy to share. Happy to share.
Okay, I will reply because this is work stuff.
Oh, work only reply. Okay.
Okay, so as usual, I always do, if you have one final takeaway for our audiences who are listening, what will be your final takeaway?
When you're dating the person that you're dating, if you don't get married or end up together, they are still someone's wife, they're still someone's grandma, they're still someone's future wife, they're still someone's mom. So respect them like that. If you wouldn't do anything to other people's mom or grandma, don't do it to her. Just respect her. And then when you get married, then do whatever lah.
Before you enter any relationship, always think about the intention. Don't feel bad even if your intention is not something that serious. Yeah, because at the end of the day, as long as you're clear of your intention and you communicate your intention, that's what matters. Yeah.
I think for me, I think the main thing is still don't rush into things. I think I still believe that life is really long. You never know when you're going to meet the right person.
Yeah.
Just take things the way you want it to be. Don't worry and don't rush.
Well, I think that's a pretty good.
Don't worry.
I'm a person that gets stressed easily.
Yeah, don't worry. It's fine.
What's my takeaway?
Yeah, what's your takeaway?
Honestly, relationships are just a part of life. It's not your whole life.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put it on a pedestal, think that it's everything. But it is a tough part, but it can also be fun.
Yes.
So it's really up to how you want your relationship to be. You have to be sure and certain, and if you're not, that's also okay. But always put yourself first. I truly believe that if you put yourself first and you love yourself first, you wouldn't be in situations that does not benefit you. Yeah. So love yourself before you can love others.
That's good.
That's about all of what we've discussed today. And like I said, there's the messy, happy parts of relationships, and relationships in general. They're kind of like roller coasters. You go up, you go down, you're uncertain. It kind of like what he always say. Not what he always say, but it's kind of like what we see all the time. The stock market is very unpredictable, but at the same time it is. So it really depends on you. So if you're not in a relationship, that's okay. If you are, I hope you're happy. Yes. And I hope that you're able to get the answers that you're looking for from our podcast today. And if you're not, you can always DM them.
DM us.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and do remember to follow Graeme at Instagram and Peter at MrMoney TV, and figuring it out at figuringit_out.pod. All of us on Instagram. And I guess
I was gonna say don't follow me.
I didn't mention your.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can follow my personal one.
Yeah, you can follow his personal, Peter Yong. Yeah. But if you're not comfortable DMing us, we always have our Reddit page, so you can head over to Figuring It Out's Reddit page as well. Okay?
Okay.
So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening, and until next episode. Bye.
Bye. See you guys.
We're just figuring